Okay, so I hit the desk at the beginning of the recording. Holy jeez. So I'm going to preface this video by thanking Virdelet very much for battling me, because whenever I can battle someone and it teaches me a lot, no matter how badly I lose, it makes me feel happy. Like, I love doing it. So, as you can see, we're battling Virdelet, and I'm using some Pokemon that I use all the time, that I love using, that I'm very good with. And I look at his team and I'm like, okay, so there's Garchomp, there's Ass, there's Threats, there's everything under the sun that I'm terrified to battle. I hate battling a Jolteon because it is so overpowered. But you know what? Hey, I asked him, and this is what we agreed on. And as you can see, I brought some overpowered stuff too, like Crobat and Crawdon. They're really overpowered. And Mega Mawile, man, I brought some real power too. It's just a shame that, yeah, you'll see. But again, thank you very much. Real quick, before I start this the battle, if you could, down below, there is a little tiny like button. If you could like that for me, that would be freaking fantastic. I would, oh my Jesus, I'd be so happy. But I'm gonna hit play, and we're gonna watch how this battle unfolded. And we battled 3 times, I believe, and he smacked me. I mean, like, he smacked me the first 2 battles, almost to the point where I was. Oh, let me turn down the volume a little bit. Let me. Yeah, there we go. To the point to where I was extremely embarrassed. And first turn, I expected him to not lead off with Empoleon because of Stealth Rocks, and he leads off with Crobat, goes for a U-turn. I'm obviously going to have the Focus Sash, Dragon Dance, and all that other lovey-dovey stuff. But then I'm like, Manju, you carry extreme speed. You, my friend, are not Crawdon's friend. So, even though I have the Dragon Dance up, I don't want to lose this thing already, so I have to switch out. And I'm like, hey, I have a Ghost type. Normal types are awesome against Ghost types, so I'm going to switch out and do my Ghost type. And I go to my Dusclops, and pressure is being exerted, ladies and gentlemen. He's putting the pressure. Down. No, I'm totally kidding. Oh my Jesus, I'm so tired. But it's alright. I love these battles so much. I'm going to go for a Trick Room. This is not really a Trick Room team, but I love having my Dusclops with Trick Room because he benefits from it really well, as does my... Just kidding. Just kidding, not my Espeon. My Espeon kind of is awful in Trick Room, but it's whatever. I actually predicted him to go for a Stealth Rocks, and I was like, oh, I'm going to bounce the Stealth Rocks right back at you. But no, he gets the crit and the burn. He's like, oh, hey, Kelly, I'm going to kick you in the face while you're down. So it's whatever. So he's going to go for another Scald because he is slower, which means he goes first, and he's going to knock out my Espeon. And I'm like, well, tits. I don't know what to do. I go into my Amogus, and I'm like, I'm slower, so I can obviously just go for a Spore. But no, he decides to switch out because he outplays me so freaking well. Sends in his Garchomp. Now, this Garchomp, I'm used to Scarf Chomp. I'm used to having to deal with that. But I'm like, hey, he's asleep. I'm going to switch out to my Fairy type because he's going to be a Scarf Chomp. He's probably going to switch out too. And I can get my Mawile in there, get up a Swords Dance, maybe an Iron Head, and I could have a little bit of fun. Get the Intimidate off, and I see he's fast asleep. I'm like, oh, jeez. Awesome. Just kidding. He has Sleep Talk. A Sleep Chomp. A Sleep Chomp. I'm going to call it a Sleep Chomp. But he gets Rest first turn, so it's not really that big of a deal. Then, I didn't notice that the dimensions returned to normal. I wish I had, but I didn't notice that. So, I'm going to go, he's going to be fast asleep again, and because he is faster, he's going to get the Sleep Talk off, and just my luck, he gets the Earthquake. So, I'm down and out, ladies and gentlemen, I'm down and out. So, I'm going to go for a Play Rough, and that's obviously going to knock out the Garchomp, because Garchomps, yeah. Rough Skin, Rocky Helmet, I believe, right? Yeah, Rough Skin, Rocky Helmet. That is an insane combination. Like, I need to start battling with OU pokes because they're insanely good. Maybe that's why they're OU. T. He gets the Intimidate off, and I'm like, maybe, just maybe, the Twisted Dimensions didn't return to normal, and I went for Rock Slide instead of Sucker Punch because I'm an idiot, ladies and gentlemen. I'm an idiot, and I got outplayed again. And he is literally knocking out my Pokemon one by one. It's insane. I'm gonna send in my Dusclops, and I'm like, exert the pressure, because, yeah, I don't know why. I'm like, so when all else fails, ladies and gentlemen, bring in a Dusclops and stall. That's the key to everyone's success, is a stall Clops. Yep. So I go for a Trick Room again, and I'm like, okay, so now that the Trick Room is up, I'm going to switch out into my Crawdaunt, and because he's going to set up a Stealth Rocks, and if my dog barks, I apologize. He's going to set up a Stealth Rocks, and I'm like, good, maybe this means I can get off an Aqua Jet or a knockoff, and I get off an Aqua Jet, and I'm like, he's physically defensive, kill me now. Yeah, it was, man, I got so outplayed, ladies and gentlemen. I want to emphasize this more and more and more, that I got outplayed, and he's just a better battler than me. I'm going to send in my Amoonguss because, you know, the Twisted Dimensions are still up, so why not just get off a Spore, you know? And the Stealth Arcs aren't really going to do much to me, so I'm going to get off a Spore like all good Amoongusses do. Amoongusses? A Moon Guy? I think it's a Moon Guy. Yep, I'm going to say a Moon Guy. A Moon Guy. And after the Spore, I'm like, you know what, maybe this is my chance. Maybe I can get off a Giga Drain and at least knock out that Empoleon. And I think he read my mind. I think he was like, huh, just to mess with you a little bit more, I'm going to switch into my Charizard, and that's just going to mess me up. So I go for a Giga Drain, obviously, and it does literally 0.69%. Literally 0.69. Even if that's not a real thing, that's what I'm saying it is. And Twisted Dimensions turn to normal. So now I'm like, he's going to Mega Evolve. I don't know what the hey-ho I'm going to do, because he's just going to, like, Fire Blast me in the sun. Like, I was having a rough night. Not going to lie. Rough night. I go for a Protect. I'm like, you know, I think I just need to try to stall him out a little bit, stall out the sun, stall out his PP, stall out something. So I'm going to send in my my Crobat. I totally was about to say Dusclops, but I meant Crobat. And my Crobat is going to come in here, he's going to get hurt by the Stealth Rocks, he's going to go for a Fire Blast, and he's going to hit the Fire Blast, because, yep, I'm just unlucky. It's whatever. And yeah, Crobat goes down to a Fire Blast. So now all I have left are my 2 walls, which I don't really know how well this would work, but hey, to each his own, man, to each his own. And I'm going to get the pressure off. So now he has, I think, 2 Fire Blasts he can use. He has 1 more after this, and this is going to do like a whole lot of damage, especially to a Dusclops. And I'm going to get off a Trick Room, because when in doubt, Trick Room it out. And I'm going to go for a Pain Split. I'm like, maybe I have a little bit of a chance. Because if I can stall him out, I don't think that he will kill me with another Fire Blast. But he goes for a Will-O-Wisp, and is like, just kidding, I'm going to win this battle. And right here, I knew he won. I was accepting the fact, and I'm okay with it. You gotta win. Gotta catch them all, man. Go for a Nightshade. He's going to go for a Solar Beam and knock out my Thingamabobber, I think. I'm pretty sure this is where he knocks me out. Or nah, just kidding. Yeah, he doesn't knock me out right there. But he is going to get the burn off, and I'm going to have like 14 HP left. And yeah, it's awful. But he's going to withdraw. Man, what the hey-ho are you doing? What the helicopter, man? I just don't understand. Like, you withdraw. I think he was taunting me. I think he was like, haha, let me just be a better battler than you at all times. And it's whatever. So I get hurt by the burn. And I noticed that did very little damage. And then I'm just now realizing, while recording, that is a physically defensive Crobat. Oh my gosh, that's a physically defensive Crobat. Why did I never think of that? And then I'm like, oh hey, let me go for a Spore, and realize that I'm breaking Sleep Claws, and he's just gonna be like, whatever. Because I'm gonna win anyway. I have so many other things that can just knock you out, because you, my friend, had no chance with this battle. Twisted Dimensions are going to turn to normal. He's going to get the first turn Wake Up. He's going to go for a Brave Bird, and obviously I'm specially defensive, so he's just going to knock me out real quick. So, if you were keeping count, that was a long battle, but he beat me 5-0. So, very, very good battle. Thank you so much for the battle, Virdelet. I don't know, I love battles like this. Even though I got swept, I just love battles like this. Thank you so much. Make sure you leave a like down below. Make sure you leave a comment down below saying, yeah, you suck. I'm okay with that. I know I suck, but just kidding, I don't suck. I just had a bad battle. Anyway, thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic day. Make sure to leave a like, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!